Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of All the Right News. My name is Travis Fruhling. Today I'm joined by two of our three retirees this year, as we're going to talk to them a little bit about their plans of retirement and a little bit about their time here at Calvert Hall. Ms. Thomas, Mr. Passaro, thanks for coming on today.
My pleasure.
So first off, I want to find out a little bit, how long have you been here at Calvert Hall, and talk about some of the classes you've taught. Ms. Thomas?
Wow. So my first year here was 1975-76. And so if you do the math, I've been here 44 years. But I will say there were 7 years in there where I was home with kids, but my husband was still here, so I went to every lacrosse game because he was a lacrosse coach. I tutored kids from Calvert Hall, so I want to count the 44 instead of 37. But so yeah, that's how long I've been here, and it's been great.
How many what kind of classes have you taught? How many
Always
of them?
Spanish, every level of Spanish, everything we've ever had, I've taught. And if I had to say favorite, I couldn't pick one. They've all been good.
Mr. Passaro?
Well, as you count education, I've been in education for, like Cathy, 43 years. My time split between, I started at Archbishop Keogh, I taught at Mercy High School for a while. I also taught in public schools for 20 years and was an administrator in public schools. Came back to Calvert Hall in 2003, and in 2003 I really came back to teaching, and I've really enjoyed my time here. Probably my favorite class here has been the AP World History class. We taught it as an honors World History class. Mr. Fan and I. Mr. Fan taught the actual AP part of it. But it's been a really great experience being here at Calvert Hall, because having been a graduate in 1971, it was like coming home.
Now, can you talk a little bit, I know you've been here for a very long time, can you talk a little bit about some of your favorite memories, some of the times that here at Calvert Hall you're really going to hold close to you in retirement?
I guess I would have to start with the year that I took a trip to Spain, and those students who went with me, we did get to know each other very well, and good memories there. I would also have to say my best memories are being in the classroom and watching students' faces when we do something different or fun, or when they learn something, and also when the students come back to tell me what Spanish did for them in college. To pick out one particular memory, that's difficult to do. Those are the things that I really like, and those are the good memories that I'll come away with.
Mr. Passaro?
I have to agree with Cathy. It's hard to pick one. When I think about the times we've gone overseas with students, that's probably among my best memories. But I also have to say, when students have told me they can't do well in something, and then I prove them wrong, okay, and they prove themselves wrong, I think those are the times that I'm most excited, when you bring out the best in kids, and particularly in kids that don't have a high regard for themselves, and you want them to have that high regard, and they start to build it and earn it with you and with colleagues like Cathy.
Absolutely. I would definitely say that is the true definition of a teacher. Finally.
I will say, one more. I will say my favorite thing that I've done here with students at Calvert Hall is the trip that I take every year to the National Gallery of Art, and just to watch students who, wouldn't necessarily, I don't think they'd go to an art gallery on their own, but to watch them go through the gallery and looking at the pictures and looking at the art, and be engaged with it, that has been a very good memory for me.
Absolutely. So finally, retirement. Can you talk about some of your plans? What are you going to do on those long days off?
Well, I'm going to take care of grandchildren, so I'm not going to have a lot of time off, but I am really looking forward to that and doing that.
Sarah?
I'm not retiring from living, I'm retiring from teaching. So I'm going to continue to do some work. I'm working with Notre Dame University as an adjunct, and with College Board as a consultant. I'm also going to be visiting my grandson, who's out in Portland, Oregon. My grandson, Gio, who was born back in January, is kind of our pride and joy. I'm also going to be spending half a year or more in Italy, where I've become a citizen, and I'm looking forward to spending time with my relatives and friends over there.
Well, Ms. Thomas, thank you. I had you last year. It was a true honor. You're an amazing teacher. And same for you, Mr. Passaro. I had you sophomore year. That was awesome as well. I really appreciate both of your commitments to Calvert Hall. I would also like to point out Mr. Augie Miceli is retiring after 60 years at Calvert Hall. He just couldn't be with us today, but happy retirement to you, Mr. Miceli. Thanks so much for joining me. Make sure you tune in next week. It's my final Holy Right News, and I would love for you to be there. Until then, I'm Travis Fruhling. I'll see you soon.